Go, Preston and Steve. We found that survey that says there's
right now
5 typical workday situations.
Hey, guys.
It's like, oh, today's just a typical day. Today's an ideal day to be at work.
That's rare.
That's rare. We're in crisis mode. No, everybody's disengaged. And then the final one, toxic. What would you say on an average day at WMMR? Or is it typical, ideal, crisis, disengaged, or toxic?
You left out one. Orgy Day, which is our favorite. It's Wednesday. And there's usually a large chocolate chip cookie cake.
I call out sick on Wednesdays.
Kathy doesn't like Orgy Day.
What would you say, Preston?
I'd say it's pretty typical.
It's typical, yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll go through stretches where there was like a 2-week span not that long ago where I thought it was like ideal. Like every day, we were just hitting
flawless.
it. We were having a good time.
Right when we were back from vacation.
Yeah. Which usually is a crapshoot because when you come back from vacation, it's either going to be really great or it's going to be and I wouldn't call it toxic. One of those other ones, Mike, but
orgiastic.
Okay, that maybe.
I mean, like you walk in your car and going, I just met the basis for Third Eye Blind. It's like it doesn't get better.
No, I'd say it's pretty typical. What about you guys in your environment? Because it seems like a lot of fun.
We've been flowing along pretty typically, and then we got into this ideal situation with all our sports teams winning, so it was kind of an ideal time to have a morning television show. And then today we had a little, crisis with our SWAT officers being hit by gunfire. They're all in stable condition. So that throws you into crisis mode while you're trying to have an ideal day. But we're always engaged. I don't think we're ever disengaged.
Right.
That's one thing about the nature of this kind of a media job is that things are changing, and that sadly, it is that makes it interesting and keeps you feeling included and attached and vital in the chain. But I could not have a job where this wasn't part of it.
Oh yeah,
you kind of feed off of it.
It's boring. Hey, you guys don't.
But when the show's over and you guys have your massages and your spa treatments and all that stuff that they do for you there at Fox 20.
When Mike massages you, Alex, and peels your bowl of grapes.
I do that suction cup thing on her back. Where you take the
except he uses his mouth.
Oh, wow. Well,
seems like an ideal day to me.
That's a toxic day. Right
That's a toxic thing.
That was toxic. You guys don't talk sports. Well, you don't talk overly amounts of sports, but are your listeners fired up for Eagles and Phillies?
Oh God,
gotta be.
Yeah. Who isn't? Absolutely. And the Flyers are starting. They have their home opener.
Undefeated
tomorrow.
so far.
They're undefeated. So
Union had the best record in the Eastern Conference. Union had a great season. Didn't lose at home all year. So we talk about it when we feel like talking about it, and especially when there's good news.
Yeah.
and we've had a lot of good news lately. Like, I don't know how to feel.
I don't either.
Because it's like overwhelming a little bit. Like, everybody's doing well, but I'm glad.
Yeah, because you're always thinking, the hammer's going to fall sometime soon. But that's the nature of life.
Well, this will bring it back to it. Somebody was telling me yesterday that there's a stat that every time the Phillies get to the World Series, there is a huge national recession that takes place.
Right, and that seems to be the case.
So which means we in Philadelphia can't have our cake and eat it too.
Nope. Right. No. However, we can use installments to pay for that cake.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely. All right, I have to disengage now.
All right. This is turned toxic anyway.
It is. It's totally toxic.